Hey, Curt Hennig fans. Hello and welcome to another episode of Curt Hennig Was the Best. Changed my mind. I am your host, Steph. This is episode 39. Today on our Perfect Podcast, we're going to watch along to Curt's match with Dr. D in 1982. This was a great match because Curt gets the win because Dr. D gets disqualified. Curt uses his perfect wrestling skills to make Dr. D lose a second fall. But before we start, please join me on my YouTube and Rumble channels where if you like what you hear, you can subscribe, comment, like, and share so we can grow these channels. The links for both will be in the description field below this video. I would like to give a shout out and a thank you to my paid patron supporter, Charlie Brown Politics. Thank you, Charlie, for your support. If you too would like to support my channel for as low as $1 a month, please click the link in the description field below this video to become a paid patron supporter. You will also get your name read on the show. For $3 a month, you will get your name read on the show and you will get to ask me a question which I will read and answer. For $5 a month, you get all this plus an exclusive behind the scenes of how I do my show and also a blooper reel. For $10 a month, you get all this and access to a live patron show where you can learn more about me. So please click the link in the description field below this video to sign up today. Please help me to reach 100 followers on Rumble. All links will be in the description field below this video. You can now follow me on Locals for free. If you would like to support the show, you can for just $2 a month. Thank you for your support. Okay, guys, we're back from the beginning. So this match with Dr. D is something really special. I think Curt does a great job selling. He's really, really spectacular at selling in this. I can't say enough good things about the Dr. D match and the Curt Hennig match. A scientific wrestler, and Dr. D was the ultimate heel. This is 1982, so it is Portland wrestling. And the graphics are a little, you have to understand it's 1982, so it's 1982 graphics. I'm very excited because I've wanted to do this match for a while now. Just ain't getting around to it. I think next week, for episode 40, we're going to do, the Ric Flair and Curt Hennig match where they're at Halloween Havoc in 97. Such a great match between the two. I just think that, Curt was a little better. Of course, Curt would end up winning anyway. So, it's a great match. And then I think we would go into their World War III, match. World War III. Yeah. That's the name of the pay-per-view. So, it's a great match. Like I said, great match. Great matches all around. I have to say that I just think Curt was a better wrestler. and I didn't like Ric Flair very much. But anyway, so a little synopsis. Congratulations to Gunther for becoming King of the Ring. And of course, Nia Jax for becoming Queen of the Ring. You guys will already know this. It'll already be out. This will probably come out in the end of June. But I just wanted to give an extra congratulations to them. I think Gunther, we can expect good things from him because I do think that he's going to be elevated now. Because of the fact that he had the IC belt, which is good. I definitely see him going places, like Jim Cornette and them. We weren't really sure what they were going to do now that Sami Zayn, sorry. Sami Zayn, sorry, not Sami Zayn. I think he's on the other AEW. Sami Zayn, now that Sami Zayn is IC champ, I see Gunther being that ultimate heel, and that's a good thing. I definitely see him going places. And Damian Priest looks like a wrestler. He's built like one, and, they made him champ for a reason. So, more power to him, and I wish him all the luck, and good storytelling is what's going to bring in more fans. So if they can tell the good story with Gunther, make him that ultimate heel, get him all that heat, and tell the good story. So I'm not sure I'm not really sure if Damian Priest is a babyface or a heel. I think he's a heel. But if they want to tell the story, make Priest the babyface and then Gunther the ultimate heel. So get them all that heat, just like they would with Curt, and tell that good story. So, and today I was watching some bloopers, because sometimes wrestlers will mess up. That happens. They forget their lines, but I kept telling my soulmate, I was like, why can't they just do promos like they did back in the day? Why can't they just do it off the top of their heads? And my soulmate just kind of shrugged. He didn't know what to say. I think it's a better promo if they just did it off the top of their heads, because they have things that they have to say. And they have it in their head. Or maybe some of them wrote it down, points that they had to go over. But it would be better if they just did it off the top of their head. I don't understand why this need to, the bloopers were funny. They were very funny. Kurt couldn't say the narcissist Lex Luger. He kept saying the Lexorcist. Almost like he was saying the Lex Express, later Lex Luger would become the Lex Express. So it's kind of funny that all happened like that. But anyway, then they also had a blooper from Joe Hennig where he kept saying, the point is, and the point is now, or, the moment is now. And I'm like, oh no. I'm sure Joe had a lot on his mind. He probably was thinking, I have to say this, I have to say that. I don't know if that was before the writers or during the writers. Maybe he just forgot the line. I'm not sure. Poor Joe. I was like, I can't laugh at Joe because he's so adorable. I'm like, oh my. But that happens. Like, it was happening a lot where wrestlers weren't forgetting their lines, but other wrestlers were giving them their lines. And I'm like, this isn't a movie, guys. This is not Hollywood. So I don't understand, why they have to memorize lines when literally, the wrestlers, they just came up with promos just, and they had points that they had to talk about, why they were, wrestling this person. But I like what Drew McIntyre said. He's like, wrestlers wrestle in a wrestling ring. I'm like, yes. Say that five times fast. Yeah, I bet you can't do it. And me, I don't have any lines. I just come up with this stuff off the top of my head. And, that's what wrestlers used to do. Why can't they go back to that? I think it makes for a better promo, I think. But again, I'm not chairman of the board. Triple H is, he's the one running the show. So unfortunately, or fortunately, I just would hope that they would get rid of the writers, You don't need to, you write the storylines, but you don't have to write everything that a wrestler has to say. The wrestler will come up with that on their own. If they have a bad promo, that's one thing, but, the suffering succotash, I like that, Roman Reigns, I'm like, okay, I don't think he's supposed to say that, but whatever. It was out of character for him. It's like, what do we got? Yosemite Sam here? What the heck? All around, I just was in awe because, not all wrestlers are going to remember each and every line they're supposed to say, but back in our day, they just would come up with a promo on the spot. And I know Curt was really good at that. Curt rarely messed up. He was good at promos. Really good. Jake the Snake, he would brag about, oh, I'm a one-take Jake. Yeah, but Curt was too. He was one-take guy who could get the promo right on the first try. And it's just so amazing to see these people not remember lines. And then the other wrestlers feed them their lines. I'm amazed really at, at the fact that they even have lines to memorize. Again, this is not Hollywood, guys. This ain't a movie. the wrestlers. So, well, I guess not anymore. That's why I like watching the old stuff. I mean, even if it was a little cartoonish, they still were able to come up with promos off the top of their head. They didn't have lines to memorize. And they had really great promos back in the day. Who could forget, some of Jake the Snake's, Curt had some great ones too. Hogan, unfortunately, had some, fortunately or unfortunately. They're just some greats. I mean, they were great promos back in the day where guys just came up with stuff. And like I said, they had those points, they had to say where they were going or who they were wrestling at a certain arena and whatever, but they could do it on one take. Like, I think Bret Hart messed up a couple of times, but he was able to get, the point across of who exactly he was going to wrestle at that time. So, anyway, enough of my gabbing. So I'm going to get everything ready and we're going to go over this match. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, guys. And we're back. So I have everything all ready to go. So you're going to go to your YouTube, look up David Schultz. It has a little V. So V is in Victor. And then Curt Hennig, 1 of 3. Now this is a three-parter. But it's about 15 minutes long. It's a great match though. Stay tuned. I don't believe there is any music in this because at the time I don't think that they had any music at the time. Yeah, I don't see anything that would constitute music. So, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the thing, hit the, thumbnail, and then, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Again, you can leave your volume up as loud as you want. I'm obviously not going to turn it down because, like I said, there is no music. This is Portland in 1982 or 3. I can't remember. I think it's 82. Yeah, it's 82, I think. But this is still a great match. Like I said, great match between two great wrestlers. Curt really surprises me in this one because of all the scientific moves that he does. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love all the moves that he does. Dr. D is very good at being a heel. So he gets all that heat, so to speak. And, okay, here we go. I'm going to hit the thumbnail. I guess it would help if I turned it up. I apologize. I did have it down for some reason.
Whoa! Hennig comes flying off the ropes. Dr. D coming back at him with a headbutt. Dr. D and a headbutt. And he's suffering the effects of it, but it was Hennig who went down. And it's very slightly into the camera, but remember the cameras are unofficial. They're just observing. Same thing in football or baseball. Replay shows the official to be wrong, doesn't make any difference. It's the official calling the action. Over the top rope, Hennig being choked to the count of 4. Say you get 5 seconds to break that hold. You actually get 4. If he says 5, you are DQ'd. First fall action on our TV main event. Dr. D setting him for the whip. It's reversed indeed.
And Curt is such a great seller too in this match. Sorry.
On the whip, lifted high backbreaker. Hennig giving the backbreaker. 1, 2, and 3. Dr. D wins the first ball with a backbreaker and the body press. We're going to run down to Towns once again. Dr. D going after Hennig as he climbed up on the apron. Dr. D, winner of the first ball. Used the backbreaker and a body press. Get the pin.
Ooh. This is great selling from Curt here.
Sandy bar. And if you don't,
Dr. E like, I'm not doing nothing.
3, 230, 240. And look at him compared to Dr. D. You didn't think Dr. D was a big hunk of man to handle. There's proof of it. Other proof is ask Buddy Rose. Hennig still hasn't been in.
Oh my.
And once again, he's down on the cement floor. Dr. D warned back by the referee. Meanwhile, it's Curt Hennig down on the floor. Hennig shaken up. Dr. D in a position to interfere with him. That's why the count stopped. That's why he's
Miss.
Dr. D's got him outside the ring. The trip in. He's
Woohoo.
got that left leg around the ring post one time.
Woohoo.
Twice. Now Hennig back to the ring. Dr. D got close enough for Curt Hennig to get on him. Hennig hurt him, and now Dr. D is going to bail out. Buying some time outside the ring. And Curt Hennig is going to stop the count. Anytime the referee feels that there is interference threatened, he can warn the man back and start the count over. We're in our TV main event. Dr. D has won the first fall and missed 2 out of 3 falls. We are in second fall action. Earlier on, we had Tommy Rogers go to a time limit draw. Steve Pardee pinned Hogan after Hogan could have had Pardee pinned, but purposely did not pin him, trying to give him some more pain, and Pardee turned the tables on him. We're in the third match of the evening. Working on the left leg of Dr. D. Curt Hennig. Lays a kick into the hamstring. And another. Grabs the left leg. And he's had his work done by a master. An expert talking about the playboy. Now he is given some of that back. He gave Rose a couple of times all that he wanted to on that leg, and he is now working on Dr. D's left leg.
Nope, no timeouts.
Afraid there's nothing in the rules about having a timeout.
This ain't football.
Zero in on that left leg. Not concerned about working with both legs. Curt Hennig working on the left leg at Dr. D. Hennig in a must-win situation, the first ball. Wins Dr. D. Hennig is in sudden death in that he cannot lose another fall without losing the match. Hennig learning a lot from the books of the Army, Dr. D, Buddy Rose. He knows how to deal that punishment. He's taken a lot of it, and he now knows how to deal it out. Same lesson that Hack Sawyer had to learn. Yes. Outside to a hole this time. Working on the left leg, Dr. D. Standing by the referee, looking on. In case Dr. D says he wants to submit. Definitely in a submission situation. Dr. D getting Hennig off it for the moment. Can he get any recuperation time? Kick to the back of the leg. And right back to the hamstring. Kicking on it. Outside to a hold. Inside to a hold. Outside. Inside. Moving it back and forth. Most of the pressure, a lot of it on the ankle, but a great deal of it on the knee. Hennig, it's a rake in the eye, by the hands of Dr. D, but Dr. D unable to follow up, taken out to the middle of the ring. Back to the toe hold. Hennig working on Dr. D. Dr. D. He's had enough pain there, I think, that a lot of wrestlers would have thrown in the towel. Big bruise showing up on the left side of the leg. Dr. D. He is walking gingerly but moving. Just Hennig up in the air, going for the button. Oh, it's a go behind. Rolling him up with a small package. Victory roll. 2, 3. With a victory roll. Curt Hennig gets the win, and we're all even at one fall apiece in our TV main event. We're going to be back in just a moment. Right now, we'll take this commercial time out. But he had a 2 count on part D. It was going to be a 3 count. He lifted him up, wanted to punish him some more, and it was an error that cost him a match and a few bucks. As he'll not get the winner's share, he'll get the loser's share. And earlier on, we had Tommy Rogers against Chris Adams. They went to a time limit draw. Curt Hennig up, who came back very strong, working on the left leg of Dr. J to win the second fall. Now Dr. J calling the referee over.
Dr. J. I think you mean Dr. D.
J has put his mask Well, even Dr. J calls himself Dr. Chapstick, so he is saying something to the referee that he feels the match ought not be continued because of injury to his leg, something like that. He's talking some about the count, and while he's doing it, Hennig goes in after him. Dr. D taken out to the middle of the ring. He gets a hand up with the thumb thrust forward into the eyes. Now working the shoulder. On Curt Hennig. Dr. D, a tough, tough man to put away. We've said too many times what it bears repeating. That's Buddy Rose, if you want to attest to that fact. The two of them going at it again next Saturday. I don't know if that'll be on TV or not. Dr. D bearing in on Curt Hennig. Hennig in the corner. Fingers raking in the eyes of Curt. Dr. D at him again. Dr. D screaming down at him. He goes wild. Sandy Barr talking to Dr. D. Raking in the eyes again, going after Curt Hennig. And he's going to disqualify him. He is going to DQ him for repeated violations of the warning. Curt Hennig is going to win it on a DQ. He repeatedly violated the warnings. Dr. D loses it on a DQ. Sandy Barr kept warning him about raking in the eyes, gunning in the eyes, said don't do it, I'm going to DQ you. Finally did, and I'm not sure that Dr. D really didn't care all that much, because young Hennig was giving him all that he could handle. But Curt Hennig will win it. He wins it on a DQ, which really isn't the way he wanted to do it. We'll be talking to Dr. D when we come back, but first we are going to hear via videotape from the man who's been with us all these many years, making professional wrestling available to you on television, talking, of course, about Tom Peters. Here's Tom. We'll be back with Dr. D.
Okay, you can stop. If you want to just hit pause, that's fine. Yeah, so that was the match between Dr. D and Curt Hennig. One of my favorites because, like I said, I think Curt does a very good selling there. And Dr. D is that ultimate heel. Gets DQ'd because he's not following the rules. And that's a typical heel for you. That's normal for like a heel to do, is not follow the rules. Like I said, guys, it was a great match. So I'm going to put everything away and I will definitely catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, guys, and we're back. So I hope you enjoyed the match that we went over, and I can't say enough about these matches that Curt is in. He's always the consummate professional, and he was the greatest wrestler, in my opinion, to ever live. So hope you enjoyed it. It is something spectacular to see Curt at his best. He really, really got to, show his selling skills and, You know, he was a scientific wrestler who's second generation and good at what he does. Just a few things before we do go, just some, you know, shout outs I want to give to, if you could, go to, Charlie Brown Politics. He's doing some great work over there. And also my man Kit Cabello, he's also doing some really great work. I'm so very excited and very happy for him. It seems that he is getting into voice acting and doing some great projects, that I'm so glad that he's succeeding in. I can't say enough good things about Kit Cabello. If you could please, subscribe to him. He is Hardlands Media. And, you know, like, comment, share. Also, if you could, you know, support him on, Patreon, that would be great. He has his tiers there that you can pick from. Whatever you can spare. If you can spare $1, I think it's $1, $3, and $5. Also, I'd like to plug mine as well. If you could please go to, my, Patreon and, 1, 3, 5, 10. And, whatever you can spare is great. Again, like in the opening, I always say, you know, if you can spare $1, I can read your name on the show. Just like I do with, Charlie Brown Politics. If you want $3, you get to ask me a question. Any question. It could be about Curt Hennig or it could be about wrestling in general. I'll even take AEW questions. So if you, can spare $5 a month, you get, all of this and blooper reels. And trust me guys, I've been wanting to do a blooper reel for a while. I just haven't had anyone on that tier yet. So, if you could please, you know, spare $5, you get that and a behind the scenes. So what I'll be doing is I'll literally be, you know, with my makeup on. You get to watch me do what I'm doing instead of just hearing the audio. And, you basically get to see how this is run. So, if you can do $10, you get all of that. Plus you get a live patron show. I've been wanting to do one of these as well, but I also wanted to do like a live show. The live Patreon show, you would learn more about me. I would, you know, talk about, you know, why I got into wrestling in the first place and, you know, everything there is to know about me, basically. We get on like a 1-to-1 and I will answer questions in the chat. I think that's, also what Kit Cabello does. So, shout out to Kit Cabello. Keep doing that great work that I know you are capable of doing. And I'm just so happy for him. I'm really glad that he is excelling and very successful. He is going back to school, so good for him. I'm very happy that he's going back to school and learning new things. I too am sort of taking courses, but they're more on the other, the psychic side. So, I also want to just do a quick plug for my other show called Black Magic Talk. Every week, it's every Monday we're recording, but we actually, we'll do, other recordings. Sometimes we'll do it Sunday, but mostly we're Monday. Depends on whoever we're having on. Or if we're, you know, if someone is in another country, we have to kind of go by their, hours. So, we're doing great work over there. If you are Wiccan and you like wrestling, or if you're interested in learning more about Wicca, you can hop on over. It's Black Magic Talk. Again, we're every Monday, or unless, you know, where we will record earlier, maybe Sunday or something. We're doing great work over there. And, I just, if you're interested in learning more about that, it's Black Magic Talk. It's the Black Magic Talk podcast. Look us up on, YouTube and Rumble. And if you want to be a Patreon of that, $1, $3, and $5, or I think it's $1, $5, and $10. No, $3, $5, and $10. Excuse me, $3, $5, and $10. Pretty much you get to learn more about us and how we got on our path. So, I definitely wanted to plug that as well. That's it for me, guys. We'll come back next week with another watch along. Or I might be doing a live show here soon. If I haven't, then kind of look for that, because I kind of want to do that in the month of June. So, that's it for me. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody.